Welcome to Focus and Faith. I am Eva, your host, and thank you so very much for joining me today here on Focus and Faith. I want to say thank you to those of you who have reached out to me, who have given me updates on how you're living your best spiritual life. I want to say thank you for the testimonials, for those of you who called me and told me about your experiences, or instant message me and told me about your experience, or ask the questions that you have asked. I want to say thank you so much. This season has been a great one. We in 2021. We started out by saying that 2021 is the next chapter. 2020 was vision. This year, it is the next chapter of your life. Okay, so have you turned that chapter yet? Have you been practicing what we've been teaching here on the show? I certainly hope that you have. And if you haven't been practicing it, have you had any experiences that made you think twice? Made you think, where did I hear this from? I heard this on Focus and Faith with Eva. So that's what we want to happen here. That is the purpose of the show, is for me to help coach you or guide you as your spiritual guide and confidant to understanding who you are as a spiritual being, housed in this natural body here, okay? Having this earthly experience, all right? So that's what we've been talking about. This past season, I have been reposting some of the shows so that you all that are new can catch up. The ones that needed to go back and get a little bit more information, that you were able to do that you were able to catch some of the shows either on YouTube or on the Facebook channel. I'm hoping that you guys are going to my YouTube channel. My Life, God's Way is the YouTube channel where we are posting the show. So I hope you have gone there and shared and liked the show so that you can share it with other people so they can come on in and gain the same knowledge and experiences that you are having. And that way you guys can work together, all right, to experience, to express, to understand, to share with each other information, okay? So that you can understand that you are a spiritual being, okay, housed in this body, and you can navigate this life as one. You actually can navigate through your life as a spiritual being, understanding, okay, that what you think is what you manifest. Okay, what you send the highest vibrations to up in the universe, okay, it's going to happen in your life. Whether it's good, bad, ugly, or pretty, it's going to happen. So if you're thinking joy, guess what? You're going to manifest joy in your life. If you are thinking happiness, or are you thinking peace, okay, is that your highest hope for you and your family? Peace will start to come to you, okay? It will seek you out because you are vibrating, all right? So that energy that you are putting out there, it comes back to you. So the same thing, if you are thinking negative thoughts, if you're always downing yourself or downing other people, or naysayer, or what they call today haters, if that's what you're putting out in the universe, that's what's going to come back to you. And that's what's going to be in your full, complete circle. All right? So positive or negative energies will follow you. They will follow you. So that's what Focus and Faith is really all about. And so what we're doing is we're going from level to level. That means we talked about this grade levels to keep it simple. But now in this season, I'm going forward to, we are getting into the higher education levels, okay? So once we get into that, we're going to start going into dimensions. Okay, so even what's the difference between a dimension and a level? A level is the same thing as a dimension, isn't it? Well, when you start talking about dimensions, you start to talk about spirituality. Okay, so when we're talking about dimensions, we're talking about what's going on in the spirit realm. Okay, that's all around you and all of us that live, house, walk around on this earth today. Okay, it happens to us all because we are all spiritual beings created by a spiritual being that we call God, that I love to call my Father. Okay, so in knowing that, we understand that we have gifts already in us. It's already there. Okay? And if it's already in you, then what are you doing with your spiritual gifts? All right? How are you navigating your life? All right? Are you listening to your spirit or are you dismissing it? Okay, so these are some of the things that we covered over the past 3 years that we've been doing this show now. So I'm at a point where I feel like you guys are ready to go to the next dimension. All right, so we're going to start talking more about heavenly spiritual things, okay, right here that's happening on earth. Okay, so I'm hoping that you guys are ready, and if you're not, ask the questions. It's okay. It's okay to ask questions. Either you can, again, call me through Messenger if you want to. You can send me messages, or you can post right here. Post your comments, your questions, all right? So remember, go to the YouTube channel, watch the show, press your like and share, okay? And then ask your questions. Let's talk about things because we're going to get really deep. And being a spiritual person does not negate your religious beliefs, okay? Because in my opinion, religion, all right, is there to, as your like moral compass, right? To keep you morally grounded, all right? So that's a foundation, a great foundation to build on. Whatever your religion is, the purpose behind it, okay, is to help support you in your moral values, your moral values. And if you don't have any, then it helps to teach you those values, things that are important to you, things that are full of empathy, sympathy, politeness, caring. All of those things will help you as a person develop empathy and sympathy, not only for yourself, but for other people as well. So we're not going to negate religion, all right? We're going to encompass the whole thing because we are spiritual beings, all right? And we are having an earthly experience here on earth, so we're going to experience it all right? Some of you may say, well, I don't want to deal with religion. I don't want anything to do with that. That's your preference. It's your choice. And if that's what you want to do, then that's what you do, okay? So what we're going to learn about coming up in this year's Focus and Faith season, we're going to start learning about, or I want to start talking about your spiritual awakeness, okay? Meaning that we've already realized that we listen to our spirit, which is inside of us, and it talks through our brains to you, all right? You listen to it. We talked about when your spirit tells you to go left and you go right, and then you end up seeing an accident and getting stuck in traffic and saying, oh man, I wonder if I should have went the other way. Minor things like that, okay? When those things happen to you, that's your spirit speaking to you. So we've learned that, all right? So what we want to move forward in now is recognizing it, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't recognize that it's happening to you, then you'll continue to dismiss it, all right? And you'll never grow to the point to understanding it is you. Are you with me? Are you following me? Your spirit is you. It is you. Not this body. This is your house. This is your covering, all right, of your spirit, okay? Because if you didn't have this, your spirit would just lift off and be gone and out of here, okay? So this is your grounding mechanism, your body, okay? And so I hope this is not too much for you guys. But Yes, so we want to get a greater knowledge and understanding of our spirituality, all right? So we're going to start talking deeper about that. And I also want to cover some other topics like angels and demons and, we're going to get... we're going to get really, really deep into some topics that are open for discussion in this day and age. There's always been great debate about, are there really demons? Are there really angels? Are there these monstrous looking beings? Are angels white or black? Or are they just these bright lights and things like that? So we want to talk about those. We want to talk about also some of the religious belief systems that are of the great debate. So we want to get into that. And then we're going to talk about how is it that you actually navigate through your life as a spiritual being. Like, what are some of the things that you can recognize that tells you, hey, I'm on the right track here. I need to do this more often. I need to attract more positive people in my circle, so that I can continue to grow and understand that I am not the only one that's experiencing these things. Like, this happens to all of us. We just don't want to recognize it because in the past, people have been criticized, they've been called crazy, witches, warlocks, all of that. And that is not what we are, because people that don't understand things like to make it something that's evil. So that's another reason I want to talk about good, bad, demons, angels, and all of that. So we're going to get into that on the next show of Focus and Faith. I just wanted to jump back on here and say hi to everybody. You can stop calling me and messaging me now. The show hasn't gone anywhere. I wanted to take some time and concentrate and focus on some personal things in life, and mainly get you guys prepared and ready for where we get ready to take off to in the next season on Focus and Faith. Okay, so I want you to be prepared. Have your notebooks, your pens, your pencils, your phones, your notes in your phones. Get ready, because she ready. Oh, as Tiffany Haddish would say, I am ready. I'm ready to go forward with the show. I'm ready to bring you guys in with me, okay? Because this has been an awesome experience. I want to say again, thank you so very much for those of you who have called and said, where's the show? Where's the next show? Where did I find it? And I thank you all for going back. Some of you have gone back to some of the shows. Oh, man, I have some great viewers, so thank you so very much. Oh, you mean the world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really don't want to say a name, but I do want to give a special shout out to Jesse. Jesse, I hear you. I see you. Thank you so much for watching. He came back and told me, Eva, I'm watching all the shows. I went back. When is the next new show coming up? Oh, okay. So you guys that have been following the show, slow down a bit. We're trying to get these others ready, up to speed, because some people are just like, wait a minute, what is this show? So I want you guys to hang in there. We got a lot more coming up. It's getting exciting. I'm so ready to hear what you guys have to say and to give you more information about who you are as a spiritual being navigating this life, where your focus is on your faith. Your spirit is your compass. It is your guide. All right. Thank you so very much for joining me here on Focus and Faith. Eva is out, and I will see you again real soon.